pose with the bands. Pose with the pose with the pose with the bands. Pose with the pose with the pose with the bands.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Azra and I will explain for Part A, Question 1, which is Mfrs 8 Operating Segment. Mfrs 8 is a financial reporting standard that requires listed companies to provide information about different parts of their business known as operating segments. So, the main objective is to help users of financial statements understand the performance, risks, and contributions of each segment to the company as a whole. MFRS 8 uses the internal reporting approach, meaning that the company must report segments based on how management internally monitors the business. The information disclosed must reflect the reports reviewed by the Chief Operating Decision Maker or CODM. This standard improves transparency and allows investors to make better decisions by analyzing segment performance individually instead of only looking at the company as a whole. In summary, MFRS 8 focuses on internal reporting, CODM assessment, and provides clearer insights into business operations. Now, let me explain about question 2. According to MFRS 8, the CODM is the key individual or group that is responsible for allocating resources and assessing segment performance based on the internal reporting. We identified the Chief Operating Decision Maker for both companies, which is FAR570 Berhad and Tenaga Nasional Berhad. For FAR570 Berhad, the CODM is the Group Managing Director and Group Chief Executive Officer. They review internal performance reports at least quarterly to evaluate the results of Malaysian and Australian business operations. So, this information is stated in the company's Annual Report 2024 under Note A11, Segment Information found on page 9, line 2 to 4. Next, for Tenaga Nasional Berhad, the Chief Operating Decision Maker or CODM is the Executive Director together with the Executive Management Committee. This can be found in TMB's Annual Report 2024 under the section Note on Operating Segment on page 100. Now, I will pass to the next presenter to discuss further question.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Dani Izzati binti Muhammadin Sintoni. For my part, I will explain for Part A, Question 3 and Question 4. For Question 3, we identify and compare the operating segment reported by the TMB and FAR570 under MFRS 8. For TMB, the company report its operating segment based on the business activity in the electricity value chain. This include the generation, grid, distribution network, and retail. This segment reflect different regulated functions in the power industry and how management monitor performance across the electricity ecosystem. Meanwhile, FAR570 report its segment based on the geographical business area. The company separate its performance into Malaysia operation and Australia operation. This approach reflect different markets and strategy, and it help the company and user assess performance by regions. In comparison, TMB use a business-based segmentation structure, while FAR570 use a geographical segmentation approach. Both compare with MFRS 8. Next, for Question 4, we discuss two key benefits of segment reporting using Tenaga Nasional Berhad. First, segment reporting helps users understand performance more clearly. Since TMB separates its business into generation, grid, distribution, and retail, user can evaluate the performance of each segment instead of looking at the company as a whole. This makes it easier to identify which part of the business perform better. Secondly, segment reporting help its better decision making. By showing each segment separately, user can see how GMD allocate resources across the electricity supply chains. This information is useful for investors because they can evaluate whether the company is spending and investing in the right area. Overall, segment reporting increases transparency and help financial statement user assess performance and resources allocation more effectively. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Farah. I will continue on part B. Alright, next for question 1, I will explain about MFRS 134, which is Interim Financial Reporting. It provides guidance for preparing financial statements for periods shorter than a full year, usually 3 or 6 months. The objective is to ensure companies give timely and reliable financial information between annual reports. It requires interim reports to use the same recognition, measurement, and presentation methods as annual reports. This standard mainly applies to publicly listed companies on Bursa Malaysia, which must issue interim reports disclosing significant events or transactions affecting the company's financial position and performance since the last annual period. Next, for question 2, we need to identify 2 significant events or transactions that affected a company's financial position and performance since the last annual reporting period. Our group referred to the latest interim financial report of Mfrs Berhad for the first quarter ended 30 June 2025, with the previous report on 31st March 2025. The first event is the incorporation of a new subsidiary, which is Mfrs for New Zealand Berhad on 3 July 2025. As highlighted in the picture here, this information can be found in Note HR on page 9 of the interim report under material events subsequent to the statement of financial position date. This new subsidiary extends Mfres business to East Malaysia, especially Sabah and Sarawak. It also increased the company's asset and investment and is expected to improve sales and distribution capacity, contributing positively to future revenue. Next, the second event is the expansion of the Muazzam Shah Farm, which began operation in May 2025 with 500 acres of additional land and 1,300 new dairy cows. As highlighted also in the picture here, this information can be found in Note P3 on page 14 of the interim report under prospect for the group. This event affects the financial position by increasing property, plant, and equipment, well as biological assets. It also improved performance because with greater production capacity, Mfres can produce more raw milk, meet higher demand, and increase its sales and profit margin in the coming quarters. In conclusion, both events strengthen Mfres Berhad's financial position and also improve its future performance. That's all for me. Next, I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nur Shashakatiha. I will continue Part B, question 3. The interim financial report of Mfres Berhad has been prepared in accordance with MFRS 134. The group used the discrete method where each interim period is treated as a separate accounting period. The interim report prepared by Mfres Berhad are issued every 3 months or quarterly. As you can see in the table, the first quarter covers period from 1 April to 30 June 2035. Second quarter runs from 1 July to 13 September 2035. The third quarter is from 1 October to 31 December 2035. And finally, the fourth quarter covers 1 January to 31 March 2026. So in total, there are 4 interim reports prepared each financial year, 1 for each quarter. Based on the interim report of Mfres Berhad for the first quarter ended 30 June 2025, the company's current and comparative interim reporting period are identified as shown in the table below. In this table, we can see the reporting period for the 4 main financial statements. First, the statement of financial position. The current interim reporting period is at 30 June 2025, while the comparative period is at 31 March 2025. This shows how the company financial position has changed since the year ended, reflecting asset, liability, and equity at the specific date. Second, for the statement of changes in equity, the current reporting period for the year ended 30 June 2025, and the comparative period for the year ended 30 June 2024. This shows how the company equity has evolved over time, including return earnings and other movements. Third, the statement of comprehensive income also covers the year ended 30 June 2025 with the comparative period for the year ended 30 June 2024. This statement shows how the company performance has changed for the same time frame, mainly focusing on income and expenses. Lastly, The statement of cash flow follow the same reporting period for the year ended 30 June 2025 compared to the year ended 30 June 2024. This showed the company liquidity trends and consistency, helping to understand how cash generated and used in the different activities. For this presentation, the information was obtained from several sources, mainly from official interim financial report of Mfrs Berhad from Bursa Malaysia website. That's all for our group presentation. Thank you.